You've been cleared for exercise, but every time you try to tighten your core, it feels like your abs forgot how to work. Maybe your belly still feels loose or heavy, your scar feels tight, or you're scared of doing something that could set your recovery back. If that sounds familiar, this video is for you. Hi, I'm Cherry, a certified maternal and newborn nurse with over 25 years of experience helping moms recover safely after birth. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through how to rebuild your core strength after a C-section without hurting your incision, delaying healing, or falling for trendy advice that can actually make recovery harder. Before we start, don't forget to grab your free resource hub for career moms using the link below. It is full of nurse-designed checklists and recovery tools that help you heal smarter and feel more confident as you rebuild yours. Let's start with the truth. Your core was not damaged. It was stretched, separated, and reorganized. During pregnancy, your abdominal muscles, especially the rectus abdominis or six-pack muscles, stretch apart to make room for your baby. After a C-section, those muscles are temporarily weaker, not only from separation, but also because the doctor made an incision through layers of fascia and connective tissue. So when that tissue heals, it can feel tight, stiff, or numb. You might even notice that one side feels weaker than the other, and that's completely normal. The key here is to retrain your core, not crunch it back into shape. Step 1. Start with your breath. Most moms skip this, but your breath is the foundation of your core. Deep diaphragmatic breathing reactivates your transverse abdominis, the deep muscle that wraps around your midsection like a natural corset. Try these. Place one hand on your ribs, one on your lower belly. Inhale gently through your nose and let your ribs expand sideways. Exhale slowly through your mouth, drawing your belly in like you're zipping up high-waisted jeans. You'll feel your abs turn on. That's your core working from the inside out. Do 5 to 10 of these a few times a day. That alone builds the foundation for everything else. Step 2. Reconnect with posture and alignment. After months of pregnancy and weeks of newborn care, your body naturally tilts. Shoulders forward, pelvis tucked, back rounded. That posture shuts off your core. Throughout the day, remind yourself, ribs over hips, shoulders back and down, head tall. Even this small adjustment engages your stabilizing muscles and protect your incision from pulling or strain. Step 3. Add gentle movement strategically. Forget planks and crunches for now. Start with slow, functional movements that coordinate your breath with motion. Pelvic tilts, heel slides, standing marches, and glute bridges are great starting points. Always exhale on exertion. For example, breathe out as you lift your hips or your leg. That way, you're supporting your incision and training your pelvic floor to work with your core, not against it. If your scar pulls, tingles, or feels tight, pause and check your posture. Discomfort is feedback, not failure. Step 4. Work with your scar, not against it. Scar tissue naturally stiffens as it heals, around 6 weeks post-surgery. Once your doctor clears you, you can start gentle scar mobility. Use clean hands and light lotion or oil. Massage small circles along and above the scar. Gently move the skin side to side, up and down. You're not breaking scar tissue. You're encouraging flexibility, improving circulation, and helping nearby muscles move freely again. If you notice sharp pain, redness, or swelling, stop and talk to your doctor before you continue. Step 5. Layer in strength gradually. When you can breathe deeply, move without pulling, and feel stable, begin to layer in light resistance. Bands, light weights, or body weight. Focus on full body movements. Squats, wall pushes, or hip hinges. Avoid anything that causes doming or bulging along your midline. That's your signal to scale back and re-engage your deep core first. And remember, even at 3 or 4 months postpartum, your muscles are still adapting. Slow progress is real progress. Now, let's talk about when to ask for help. If you're several months postpartum and still feel unstable, have ongoing pain, bulging, or leakage, you may benefit from a pelvic floor physical therapist. They specialize in C-section recovery and can create a custom plan that's both safe and effective. Don't wait for things to get worse. Early intervention makes healing smoother and faster. Recovery after a C-section is not about bouncing back. It's about reconnecting with your body. Your strength is not gone. It's just waiting for structure, patience, and care. If you're ready for the next step in rebuilding your stability, watch this video next. It's a perfect follow-up to this video and will help you keep progress steady without overdoing it. Before you go, remember these. Healing is not linear. Some days you'll feel strong. Other days you'll feel setback. That doesn't mean you're falling. You're healing from the inside out. One breath and one small victory at a time. If this video helped you feel more confident about your recovery, please like and subscribe. It tells YouTube to share this nurse-back information with other moms who need it. I'm Cherry and I will see you in the next one.